Alright, here we are. This is Raise Your Weapon. I am Pato.
This is Hyman.
This is game 2 of Akali versus Mundo. And all I have to say right now is Team Akali's lineup, pretty strong. Pretty ridiculously strong. I mean, you have the Amumu Fiddlestick synergy with their ults. I mean, Cho'Gath is always good. You also have Zona's ult for backup there as well. And then you have Kadansha, who freaking carried last game like a boss, rocking Graves.
Farm OP.
Yeah, farm, really great farm. Farming probably at least 40 blue buffs in that game, at least. At least 40, give or take a few. And freaking, yeah, and he's playing Graves. Graves of all characters, which the rule in League of Legends right now is if you can get Graves, you play Graves. If you can't get Graves, i.e. you don't have first pick, you ban Graves. And Team Akali's won that minigame. They have Graves, and they have it on their strongest player carried last game. Meanwhile, the other team, we have Marauding Gans, one of the stronger players from the team who was on Warwick last game, is actually going to be playing Caitlyn. And then we have Rubric back on the Cassiopeia.
Strong player.
Yeah, my man crush. And then J-Bot going to be playing Malphite again, Catscan rocking Leona. And Zacarlo, who played Karthus, is going to be playing Viger this game. But it looks like they do not actually have a jungle on Team Mundo, which is kind of interesting.
It's a very bold strategy.
Minions
very beta.
Very beta.
Yeah, very beta-esque, for sure. I mean, if you really wanted beta, you'd have 5 people waiting for Dragon to spawn. And doing it right now, apparently. Good CV, no one waiting for blue because there's no jungle.
Hey,
surprise!
That's right. They've effectively nerfed Sona because her CV is not going to be as strong.
Yeah, they have. And Sona actually didn't listen to us last game. Apparently she did not travel through time and get a flash. But I mean, in all fairness though, Catscan's actually playing Leona. And he is actually bot right now. And what you would put as the support, he has teleport as well, so I don't know. Supports rocking teleports, the new craze. I was not informed of this.
Wait, they're both supports rocking teleport?
Yeah. Although Leona actually has flash as well because he doesn't need that silly CV.
Wow. Big
damage trade right there, actually. Kind of the advantage of Caitlyn because she's going to have more poke here. Actually, I'm kind of torn because Sona actually does have that heal ability, so she can sustain. But Caitlyn does have pots and more poke, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top here. Good cupcake in the top bush. Just catches Sona right there. They got the poke. Great flash by Leona. Leona is going to pop on and get that stun off, and Sona's going to go down. First blood going to Caitlyn. That's what you want to control lane. That's what you want for your AD. And right now, that strategy of putting 2 of your better players bottom in Marauding Gans and Catscan is kind of paying off because what happened last game is Kadansha and Hansel basically kept the other team basically pinned at their turret. Tristana was at one point, I mean, actually most of the game was over double CS by the opposing AD.
Yeah, I really like this change into their game plan.
Yeah, I mean it's a very smart strategy. And what's actually going to pay off for Akali though is this whole big mix-up without lots more damage on Sona. Sona needs to change up her playstyle. Last game she was very aggressive zoning, and she can't really do that now because Leona they have that life advantage on her, and Leona has all that stun. With Caitlyn's poke, Caitlyn probably a ban last game, which is why we didn't see her.
Yeah, originally we said that maybe Graves and Cassidy were bans. I'm going to go ahead and say that Caitlyn's probably banned.
Oh yeah, Caitlyn probably Graves and Caitlyn were banned.
In this game, we could see bans such as Ashe.
Yeah. I mean, they were probably like, I don't want to see that Ashe again. Graves. So Fiddlesticks versus Cassiopeia, that's actually an interesting matchup because Fiddlesticks is actually going to win most of the trades because he can drain and Cassiopeia cannot stop it at all.
Yeah, and he can just harass with his bouncing crows.
Yeah, and his Dark Wind.
And then anytime he needs to heal back, he can just drain.
Yeah, just drain, and Cassiopeia can't actually do anything about it because she doesn't have a stunner or pop up or anything to cancel it. So it looks like the tables have actually turned here.
We had a gank on top. I don't know how, if it was just a run in and say hi, or...
I think it was a run in and say hi. The advantage for Team Akali is that Amumu, there's no counter jungling going on, so he can jungle wherever he pleases. And there's going to be no slowness to his jungle. He's actually going to have a really fast jungle.
Yeah, if I'm the blue team here, I'm going to want to ward my own resources in case they go, try to steal our blue.
Leona might have been
eyeballing mid lane. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make a play or not.
Trying to be patient, trying to wait. Gonna try to get Cassiopeia to push up.
Caitlyn down to 1 pot.
Looks like they catch Sona again. That cupcake trap combined with the stun and damage of Caitlyn. I mean, it's just really, really dealing a hard one to cancel. Kind of getting picked on here. Kodansha keeping his distance, trying to keep up his farm. Right now, Kodansha is sitting at 32.
Might be going in on bot lane.
He's thinking about it.
He's not going to be able to do much. He's probably going to run into a trap and then get picked
Well, it
off.
looks like he already did because he had the eyes above him, so he probably hit a trap right here in these bushes. Is what I would guess. Might try to loop around. I think he's just going to go into the enemy's jungle. But looking at it, Kodansha's at 36 and Caitlyn is at 22 now. Although Caitlyn does have 2 kills, so that's the advantage there. But it's nice to see that Kodansha, still that farm king, is really paying attention to that farm and still getting it, even though his support's been down and they've been taking lots of harass. Cho'Gath, let's see how Cho'Gath's farm's doing. Right now he's at 13, which is not necessarily good. And Viger's kind of getting a free farm up top, which is really good for Viger.
What level's Cho'Gath?
Cho'Gath right now is level 5.
And the other 2?
Are level 5 and level 4.
So Cho'Gath's actually getting kind of zoned for a dual lane to be at or same level as the solo lane.
I mean, yeah, that's a big deal. It's a win for the dual lane top. And the added bonus of having Viger just free farm, I mean, that's another thing. So, I mean, if they get Viger farmed up and they get Caitlyn farmed up as an AD, I mean,
potential gank on
Team Mundo could be really strong. Potential gank on top, potential gank on bottom, actually. No cupcake there.
No
I don't believe they have a ward yet, because Leona couldn't have started with a ward. She only started with a pod. Amumu went up, made a mean face again. Fiddlesticks is going to back off. Obviously, they knew it was up. Good MIA call mid. Cassiopeia thinking of maybe catching Fiddlesticks. I don't know how well that's going to actually work out for her.
If I'm Fiddle, I'm gonna consider sneaking into my enemy jungle and then coming in through that tri-bush.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, even without creeps, you can actually sneak up right here and even ult in.
Yep.
Or even in some cases you can cross. It is really close vision-wise, though. Sona taking more damage. Not getting to play that really aggressive zone game. Instead, Caitlyn's cupcake trap is really doing the zoning here. Mumu looks like he's going to come in, try to get the banner touch. He gets the banner touch. Where's the fear? Oh! Yes! Great game, great stacking of stuns. The fear a little bit early, though. Could have waited on it. Still casted it while he was stunned. Sona picked up again. I mean, I really feel sorry for the Sona character right after for Hansel. He's only level 5, and he's tied 3 times already. And I think Caitlyn has picked up every single one of those kills. So they're really feeding her bottom, and she's really enjoying this. 35, CS versus 63. Ikedan is still the king of farm. Clearly one of the strongest players on Team Akali. Clearly the strongest. Getting a little dangerous there. Charge Arcade still holding it down up top. Only 26 farm. He's even levels with Viger. Viger, meanwhile, at 32 CS. So Viger's not really running away with it. But I mean, he's still probably farming that Q pretty well. I mean, really, that's all he needs to do at this point. I think Viger might be trying to do a little bit too much harass on Cho'Gath for not enough just like farming. He just needs to farm and let Malphite deal it, throwing Qs at random Qs at Cho'Gath. Feels like that should be chased away really low after altercation with Cassiopeia here. A big push coming on bot lane. Sona left to defend alone. He gets stunned. Ult going on there. Great planning, great execution. And Team Akali looking really good here. I mean, Sona not worth a ton of gold right now, but you're still feeding that bot lane pretty well. Kanachi doesn't care though. He's just focusing on his farm, picking up those kills. Let's look at the mid farm battle here. Fiddlesticks with 31, Cassiopeia with 59. So Cassiopeia definitely winning there.
It's like Caitlyn went for Wriggles.
Yeah, I mean, Wriggles is actually a really smart pickup on Caitlyn because of the lifesteal active.
I think, however, what she could have gone was just got an early PM code.
Oh yeah, I mean, damage is obviously really good. Dodges that scatter shot. It is really good, but the lifesteal and the armor, I mean, just it's such an efficient item, and then it gives you kind of like a really fast dragon if you want to do a dragon with your jungle. So I mean, it's a trade-off. I mean, I actually don't mind.
They don't have a jungle.
Oh, this is true. Okay, so maybe because they didn't have a jungle.
Ah.
Thanks, I forgot about that tidbit.
How's Cassie doing? Oh, never mind. We got a potential gank on top ourselves. So
came in, tries on some creeps.
Amumu's gank on mid was pretty good, but he's gone into lane quite a few times, and he hasn't
really came away with anything.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to come back with Cassiopeia. And Cassiopeia actually not in a good position at all. This might be another kill. Now, okay, so the problem actually with fearing someone when you're trying to get a bandage toss is they're running in a random direction, so they're actually less predictable and actually you're making them dodge for you essentially. So while fear isn't bad, it'd be better to follow up with stock and try to catch a stock than to fear and then have a bandage toss try to be landed.
Yeah, I mean he could have even flashed and ulted first and then bandage tossed.
Oh
and then
yeah.
Feared.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah, I mean there's so many ways that could have went down. Gray's actually getting picked on right now.
Oh, we have a Momo gang.
Amumu, he does have his ult. He's probably going to use it here on Leona, and he does. Gray is going to put lost damage, stacks the ult with Sona, and they're going to take down Leona. Great job by Team Akali.
Actually, really good stun stacking.
Yeah, it was actually very good stun stacking. Great teamwork. Caught Caitlyn and Leona out of position. Caitlyn able to flash and get out of the way, but Leona not as lucky.
I think it's a good thing he didn't blow his all on it. Although Cassie's coming down.
Yeah, it ended up being a good thing. They're pinging wildly. Cassiopeia trying to come down. Although I don't know if that would work out for Cassiopeia, to be honest. I mean, they don't have ults, but it's still... I mean, they can put enough damage and stun on it. Graves is resilient enough. They can burst it down.
So Viger rotated mid, like just to pick up some of the farm?
Yeah, maybe just to pick up some of the farm, just to cover. Malphite and Cho'Gath doing their little high-five dance up there. It's like they're sort of pinging for wards or dragons or something. Oh, they're pinging for Cassiopeia coming down. This is actually bad. Could maybe pick up... Yeah, they're going to pick her up. Sona's still getting picked on. I mean, at this point, when you've been picked on this much and you're behind, you really just need to stay back. Grant, holding the turret. Cat Scan, I mean, playing one of the better Leonas I've seen actually recently. I mean, I've seen a lot of people try to play Leona, and it kind of works out, but I mean, this is when Leona is best as a support kind of bottom lane champion, is when you get that little bit ahead, and she's tanky enough and you're ahead enough that you can do those kind of tower dives and be really aggressive with her.
However, Tom was doing it on the Racial Rabbit Squad is really good too. Shout out to Tom.
Yeah, shout out to Tom. D-Bum.
This is an interesting matchup. Poor Sona, she's died 5 times. She's still, buying ward, which is good. She doesn't have a goal for 5 item yet, which is bad. She probably should have 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, you should at least have Philo Stone at this point.
They might want to, neither one of these teams I've seen buy a pink ward.
No.
Later on, we're gonna talk about how buying a pink ward and at certain times can be extremely beneficial for your team.
We can even show you. Maybe in some of the other games, show you some examples.
I'm still getting that free farm on the opponent's jungle.
Yeah.
If I were the blue team, I'd probably be giving that blue to Cassie. I would just have Malphite run down, tank it while Cassie gets blue. That way Cassie can just abuse that early game blue, which they were doing in the first game. They were giving blue to Cassiopeia.
And again, not a ton of awards from either team.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Vlad, you're walking right into that one. And there's the stun stack again. Viger's actually going to escape! Viger escapes! I can't believe he actually escaped. That is some crazy technology right there.
Oh, here comes the
Leona coming up to say hi.
Leona's ult could be back up.
It could be back up. The problem is there's not enough damage top to really be effective. And look, looks like we have an AD battle going on down here, except for Graves has more mitigation, but not as much range.
Caitlyn has red.
Yeah, Caitlyn does have red, which is not a good thing for Graves. Cassiopeia chasing Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks getting caught. He's flashing away. Looks like he's barely going to survive. Big fight going on here. Cassiopeia should be coming into this fight. She does. She's going to stun choke out. Good stun. Oh, it's more damage. By Malphite. Malphite going to be killed by Fiddlesticks. Now it's a little bit of poke war. If anybody gets caught here, this could be over.
It's like Caitlyn is
all characters super low.
But it ended up being an even trade, right?
Yeah, it ended up being an even trade. Sona going down again, unfortunately.
You know what? Actually, if you gotta go down,
it might as well be Sona at this point. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, I'm not worth any gold, kill me. I just need to get my ult down, throw up some heals.
She does have teleport.
Yeah. Shogat gets dived.
Go down.
Good flash. I think she's actually going to barely squeak away there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If she didn't flash at that exact moment, would have definitely died. I mean, any more ticks off that drain, she would have been done. It's a great reaction time, actually, by Cassiopeia. Sona...
trying to catch up?
Yeah, trying to farm middle. Hansel. I mean, it's
Caitlyn. Is she still blue? No, she didn't.
Nope. Just Warden probably throwing down some cupcake traps. She's going to net over this wall, although she shouldn't really be scared of Sona. Yeah. I mean, she has to suspect that there's other people on the team there, but I'd say hi to Sona. I'd say hi to 0-6 Sona. Like, what's up?
So both teams do have Ward on Dragon. It's still, it's 18 minutes of the game, and I don't think Dragon has died yet.
People at Google sure are friendly. They are friendly.
Shout out to Google.
Yeah, shout out to Google. This is the Google tournament. A group of 6 teams, all playing a round robin, and right now we have Team Mundo versus Team Akali. And it looks like Team Mundo actually has the advantage now in kills. I mean, 6 of them are Sona, but it's 9-4. No one's gotten Dragon yet, correct?
No, they haven't.
I might be going down right now if Team Mundo just did it. I'm not sure. Oh, this has to be a scrum right here. Mumu getting caught. With lots of damage, moves into a defensive ult. Caitlyn with the snipe. Sona all around the Malphite. Malphite's going to get picked off here. Cassiopeia really low.
That's a good ult.
Was a very good ult to defend herself. Sona going to go down again, unfortunately. Graves, all that defense. Great Fiddlesticks all right on the other team.
Graves, clean up. These teams, they engage. Like, they're always engaging with their ults up. They're always engaging properly. The focus firing, I think we see some team fights where it wasn't the best, but
or or at least the target prioritization.
Right. They haven't quite. They're not doing anything wrong. They're engaging. They're engaging properly. They're walking away with even trades. It's not one-sided, like 2 kills, no deaths. And right now, I mean, they're only behind 4 kills.
Yeah, they're only behind 4 kills, and they have mid turret down actually for Team Akali. Just taking out Team Mundo's mid turret. Looks like they're pushing top here against Viger.
Oh,
Viger can get 8.
Do not want to be there.
Viger's gonna back off. They're gonna put a lot of damage on the top, if not kill it. Malphite coming up to try to help. Team Akali seeing this and pinging it. They're definitely not gonna be able to get this turret. There's a lot of hate coming towards top. Shogun's getting picked off. Oh, good flash. Mundo going in though. It does not want to go. They do not actually have any damage top, so they do not want to actually engage and get in a fight here.
Caitlyn's gonna get mid turret. Or get really close. No, actually, it's
definitely does get really close. Half health. Looks like middle lane is being ignored right now. Graves dashing away. Oh, hits that cupcake. That cupcake's gonna be his undoing.
Beautiful.
Great placement of the cupcake, catches Graves, and both the carries of Team Mundo cleaning up, and they're definitely gonna get this turret. Mundo, great ult. They pick up Cassiopeia. A good little flash, fear drain from Fiddlesticks at the turret, and they're able to turn the tides actually now. I mean, really great trades in these games. It's really hard to call who exactly is winning at this point. I mean, the kills are in favor of Mundo, but I mean, there's just constant trading back and forth. Bottom lane being pushed heavily by Cube, but Graves is going to go clean that up, get some farm. Right now, let's look at Kedansha with 160 farm, and Caitlyn with 124, so not as bad of a discrepancy, but Kedansha definitely still the superior farmer. Caitlyn's going to pick up this middle turret. Fiddlesticks maybe looking for an ult here. He's going to move in right now. He's going to get the fear off. Cho'Gath needs to follow up with this. Misses his rupture.
Prophetic.
I am very prophetic.
J-Bot, I would just recommend getting a ward. Your top bush should almost always be warded.
Yeah.
Although I can tell you in one of our games he did have a ward there, but because of that ward we baited.
Yeah. Fiddlesticks looking sneaking around.
Uh-oh.
Gonna try to, but he's gonna actually be in trouble here. There's actually a lot of stun potential right there. A lot of hate for Fiddlesticks. Moves in, gets the fear onto Leona.
While they're distracting top, there's 3 top. They're gonna actually maybe do dragon? No, they thought about it.
I mean, they got 4 top. They gotta believe there's 4 top. They should be doing dragon.
It looks like they're pinging because they know there's 4 there.
Cassiopeia coming back mid. At this point, I don't really know why they have as many people as they do top, just simply because they're not really going to be able to push this. But I mean, they might be backing off soon. No, they still have 3 people up there that push.
It's maybe it's late enough in the game that if they could somehow gain control of the top lane, they could go do maybe a Baron attempt. I mean, at this point,
I don't know if I want to do a Baron attempt against an Amumu Fiddlesticks. In a soda. I don't want any part of that. I don't want to be bunched up in any area unless they're already dead. I'm not doing Baron. Because if they come in and they catch all of you, like right at Baron, you're dead. It's over.
We're going to see if Graves Cassie. Oh, Caitlyn was soloing Dragon that whole time.
Wow. Good, actually, really good move by Mundo.
24 minutes in the game, the first Dragon has gone
down. Hey, better late than never.
Graves
running for his life. Oh, good flash over.
Saucer's down.
Flash back from Graves. Meanwhile, big fight top. Malphite is going to go down here. Ignite onto him. Overkill that. Graves was picked up in the meantime. I mean, Graves had a good flash of trying to escape, but now the AP and the AD carry are coming top. And if they play it right, they might be able to do some damage here, but I think there's a lot of takers and stuns here. Who do they get first? They're definitely going to pick up Fiddlesticks first. They do get the tower, at least they get the tower, but I don't know if they're going to be able to keep the 2 carries. Teleport coming in, I think that's Sona. Yes, that is Sona.
Scary.
Yeah, fearsome.
That's
actually scary. That's actually scary.
A little.
Sona, run! She gets poisoned, she gets taken down. Captain Kick coming back in. Gonna put a lot of damage on the Cho'Gath. They really need to switch up to a Mumu though. And there's gonna be the stun, their combo, and there's the Twin Fangs. And they're gonna be Mumu. Cho'Gath is gonna die at turret now too. Cho'Gath really need to get out of there. Didn't have a lot of life. Graves farming bottom. 193 CS, but I don't know if his CS is actually, it's not as ahead as it was last game. I mean, it still is a pretty big deal, but I don't know if it's going to be able to carry as well against the character lineup that Team Mundo is rocking this time, because Team Mundo has some really good late game characters in their lineup as opposed to last game.
Should be able to trade turrets. Maybe?
Graves is trying.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
They do trade turrets, although top turret a little. I mean, they got all. Everybody has their first tier turrets down, so at this point, even on turrets, Mundo has a dragon and they're up 8 kills. So right now, Mundo's looking very, very strong. Although the team fight is still a problem because even though they have good heroes, the Fiddlesticks and Mumu Sona ult is still a big pirate in the pudding of anything you want to do to get far enough to get this little advantage here. You still have that to contend with in team fight, plus you also have Graves. So if Team Akali stacks it right, they still have a really good chance to win this game. Looks like Team Akali is clearing out their jungle.
If I'm Sona here, I am going to go ahead and buy an Oracle, and I'm going to just aggressively counter-ward. Because if once you start counter-warding and you know the enemy team doesn't have vision, your fiddle becomes that much more scary.
Oh yeah, I mean, the way to counter Fiddlesticks is to do a lot of warding. And, almost
pick him off.
Yeah, almost kicked over there. I mean, we don't know what the other team's ward situation was like, so they might have had a ward there. I'm guessing they did.
Yeah. Future reference, you know, once you're about 15 minutes into a game as a squad player, get that Oracle, aggressively counter-ward.
Yeah, get the Oracle, get a handful of wards and run around.
Mumu's going to get picked off there.
Mumu is definitely going to get picked off. That defense ball is not going to be enough to save him. This is actually really bad for Team Akali. They need a Mumu to try to defend themselves in these team fights because Team Mundo is already ahead.
Team Akali wants to get some wards up, they want to counter ward, and they want to force team fights. Dragon's not going to be up for another 2 minutes or so. They know this because they saw Kate take it down right around the 24 minutes. Whether or not they got the time is another thing. I'd say try and get blue on Fiddle and try to set up a team fight, maybe at Baron.
It looks like Team Mundo might be stealing the blue at this. I saw them move into the jungle here, and it looks like they did. Looks like Caitlyn picked up their blue. Now they're down to blue as well.
Oh, of course.
They might be gearing up for Baron. I mean, they have the potential to do it. They have a lot of the buffs. They have an advantage right now. But again, you know, I'm still scared of that combo, the AoE damage combo, because Fiddlesticks, I mean, he's still been farming. He had his solo lane. He has the levels. So he's a really scary character at this point. Not level 16 yet. So he's that level 3 ult, but still really scary. A lot of damage potential. Leona throwing down some wards. Leona, for Team Mundo, should definitely have Oracle at this point as well. And actually on this team, I wouldn't have Sona have the Oracle, I'd have Cho'Gath have the Oracle because it's the tankiest character. That's the safest way to go. But Sona should just be buying hordes and hordes of wards. But she did, she hurt us. She picked up her Oracle.
So for those not watching at home, or not, what we as casters can see is this game is only about half over.
So we have a game ahead of us.
So we can see some interesting team fights, some interesting engagements. It's still fairly close. You know, there hasn't been any sort of barren attempts. And they are going into a 5-man roam mode, potentially. Uh-oh.
Soda getting the location with Cassiopeia. They can't collapse on her. Oh, great ult by Leona. Lead ult by Leona, forward by Malphite. They're going to pick up Mundo here, too. They're caught in the middle with no team backup.
It's like Cho'Gath in the middle did some sort of chase on one of the
Caleb?
No,
Yeah.
Caleb was there at mid.
Oh, no, yeah.
Tyler was there at mid.
The Viger. They were going for Viger. And, yeah, and great initiation, great ult stacking by Leona and Malphite.
Leona did pick up an Oracle, but I think it could be a little too late. If I'm Team Mundo, I'm going to take Baron right now.
Oh, yeah, and they are. I mean, they were really good. They actually had Baron until the last game.
Right
Just
now,
squandered.
there's probably no way Great Cho'Gath can... Oh, never mind. Baron doing a lot of damage.
Baron is doing a lot of damage. They are really low. I think Caitlyn actually might be able to pick this up by herself, though. It looks like Baron's not really...
Oh, see a Flash Beast? Oh, they didn't get Baron.
The Soda teleported! Oh, and what's there for her? Oh, I'm sorry. I love Hansel. I'm sorry. I love him. He's died a lot this game, but at least he's trying to keep it interesting.
Yeah, however, did not use that Oracle that he had just bought.
No, thank goodness, yeah. He had the foresight. He was like, you know what? Probably not going to come out.
Because that Oracle was worth about 5 deaths. 5 of those 12 deaths.
This is true.
Right now,
looking at the farm zone, 237 for Kadancha, 172 for Marauding Gans.
Gans with a large kill lead.
106 versus 142 for the AP carries, so Cassiopeia definitely with a better creep stats and similar kill-death ratios, except for Cassiopeia has a lot of assists.
They still do have the power of AoE.
Yeah, they still do have the power of AoE, which I can see coming into a factor. There's going to be some point where Mundo will probably get farmed up enough that it won't matter as much anymore, because they are kind of still being ahead. And I think J-Bug just actually did pop his ult.
That guy is...
There's really good ults, and then there's just like, dang it, why do I feel so stupid right now, ults? That was that, why do I feel so stupid right now, ults? We're going to point it out to you. Sorry.
This Caleb poke is pretty good. I mean, they can keep this up. I would probably just split push.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't really have anybody on that team that can split push really well, but I'm probably sending...
Good cupcake zoning right here if they do come in on them. They get cupcakes to fall back and protect themselves. I mean, you can poke here, but yeah, they definitely need someone to split push at this point. When you have Baron in the
actually, they're probably going to get it right here. They're going to
Gets the AoE out, gets up the middle. Oh, and the entire Mundo team is going to fall. Amazing. That is the AoE power, and that's what you cannot have happen. Oh. Oh, it's so painful. Apparently Cho'Gath, yeah, oops is right, Cassiopeia. Oops is definitely right. You needed to put a stun, or someone had to have a stun and be focusing on Fiddle. Because as soon as that went down and Fiddle came in, oh man, quadra kill. That's exactly what they didn't need to happen. So Mumu and Cho'Gath, they realize their team's down, but I mean, who knows, they might think this is all random, all mid, they want to kill themselves with turrets and go back and buy. I do not know.
It's great, still alive.
Other teams still down.
They can get this in him. They push
yeah,
it really
they could
hard.
actually, yeah, they could get this in him.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. I mean, you know what? We might see a reverse wipe here. I'm ready for the reverse wipe. If they stay here too long, they're all
back out.
Now it's time to book it. Oh, there's the all-in to catch up. Where's the Q? Where's the Q? Oh, Fiddlesticks apparently feared himself. Oh, Fiddlesticks is in a lot of trouble.
Good job, Fiddle. You got this. Run! What? Or stop.
Or that you were apparently Fiddle was confused. He thought it was Wukong, and then you could hit stop and confuse them and think it was a decoy.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
However, you know what? The damage has been done. You know, they got a counter wipe. They had the other team had Baron, no longer. I wouldn't want two top lanes.
Really strong pushman. Now they're like, I remember this turret. I remember we all died horribly. We're gonna get it this time.
J-Bar.
We're gonna get it this time, guys. I believe. They don't have to worry about Fiddle because Fiddle did get picked off, so that is a huge advantage right now. So they can actually poke and put a lot of damage back on the script. They need to focus the turret.
Oh wow.
Cho'Gath actually wasted his feet on top by Fiddle. This Sona all great pickup by Marauding Gans right there. Caitlyn picking up Mundo, poking back in there. Well, Fiddlestick should be back on the board now, which means trouble if you're going to try to push. So good pushback. I mean, it's still not the same as getting aced and then losing a hit, but at least they came back, got some turrets, got a kill. Caitlyn switching lanes.
Definitely making it in that game.
Definitely making it interesting game.
I would like to see Sony use that Oracle and start counter-warding.
Does she still have the Oracle? Yes, she does. She still has the Oracle. We're not using it yet. We're saving it. You never know when Ishi's gonna go down. Don't wanna lose it. Graves eating cupcakes. Little known fact: Graves loves cupcakes. Actually, under his little duster and his little cape, he has a big belly. Eating all those cupcakes. Cho'Gath going the same tanky build right now. Graves, Phantom Dancer, IE, Bloodthirster, Standard. Caitlyn, Phantom Dancer, Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge. Don't go with the pickaxe there.
If I'm Akali, she might be going for a Magic Blood Razor.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah. If I'm a Team Akali here, I want to be pushing down mid with super creeps. I know my AoE is strong. I know I I think I can honestly be a bully here.
Yeah.
The other team, they haven't shown any. She does use that Oracle. They haven't shown any sort of split pushing tactics. So
yeah.
At this point,
so really just get the team fight win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what Akali has to do, is just keep getting in team fights. That's the way they can win. Because they can't win a split-up, divided team fight because Team Mundo is too far ahead.
I mean, Fiddle has got quite enough farm. They can do a lot of damage.
And you know what they actually want, too? I mean, if they can catch them in one of these jungle areas, that's actually really good for Team Akali. Because, I mean, AoE teams, they want you in tight, confined spaces where they can catch all of you in their ults. And you don't have room to spread out.
Right. Fiddle does have to be careful. He could get on a ult where Viger can pull off his full combo. They could pop Fiddle before he gets off his full damage.
Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of thinking if I'm Mundo.
You know what? I'm thinking they need to change up their MO. I think J-Box aggressive ulting to initiate is not what they need. They just have J-Box save. Yeah, he use it to counter Fiddle's ult. And that's what he really do. But the trick with that, though, is, I mean, if you get caught by a Mumu's ult, you may not even have a choice. Because you might not even get time to ult in the time that Fiddlesticks has time to come in.
Well, Baron is up.
But they definitely need wards. They need wards everywhere. Team Mundo needs to put wards everywhere so they can catch that Fiddle trying to ult in.
Sona has used that Oracle.
Sona has used the Oracle. She's checking for wards, clearing out Baron.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Sona right now is really good for two things.
Warding
and ulting and running. She's going to get popped.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any health items. She's got a Philosopher's Stone and Merc Treads. They breathe on her and she's toast.
Yeah. So they're pushing middle a little bit, and then they're going to back off and maybe...
They don't have sight. Well, they have a little bit of sight.
We do have a little bit of sight. Cassiopeia taking a break.
Fiddle, you want to be the last person. You don't want to be the front of anything. You can't get picked
Cassiopeia
off.
being a little aggressive there. It makes me think your team's there, but I don't know. Good, actually, really good catch by Mundo. And they're stacking also Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, great flash! Another amazing flash! Escaping. Fiddlesticks is going to prepare that all.
Nacho picks up Grace. Or, sorry, Grace picks up Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
They're going to steal blue.
And you know what? They could turn around and try to do Baron now. They haven't popped the Fiddle wall. And Fiddle can just sit there and drain Baron. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I think they're going to re-push and get hit. That's not a bad idea either. It's the safer pick. I mean, you should be able to win 5-5-4 with an AoE team.
Oh, Viger coming from behind.
I don't know if this is what Viger wants to do. I think Viger, take a look. I think Viger got auto-pass and wasn't paying attention. Fiddlestick's wasting his ult there, though.
It was a bit of overkill.
That was the definition of overkill. Leona mixing it up. Amazing ult there. Caught 4 or 5 people from Team Akali, but there's just no damage to back it up. Hellfight coming in, but there's no damage to back it up. Oh my gosh, lots of damage coming down. Leona's gonna get picked up. Maybe no. The defensive bubble, really strong. I can't believe no one died there. Everybody in the AoE scrub, but no damage put down. They can't actually push this turret. For a second there, I was thinking maybe double kill, triple kill in game. But it looks like they're backing and pinging and maybe pinging for Baron.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Your team's a little bit low.
Very low.
You have the inhib down.
Kriya's gonna farm bot.
The thing is, if they know they back, they can make a rush for Baron.
Yes, it definitely could be a rush for Baron. It looks like what they're doing right now, they know that the other team's going to back up, and this is really dangerous. If you're ever a team and you get overextended push and you're low, and you're going back, or you're the other team and you've seen the other team do this, go for Baron, because you know they're all backing and trying to buy. And if you're the team going back, you need to blue pill ASAP as quickly as you can so that they can't do this to you, because right now I guarantee you Baron is going down, and Team Akali is basically giving them Team Mundo a free Baron. Or not.
They've at least counter-warded. You know, they've checked to make sure. Well, we know this, but.
Yeah. I have to believe they're doing Baron. I don't know why you wouldn't do Baron in that situation. They all ran that way. They had an Oracle so they could see that if it was warded or not, and they had to expect the other team went back. Their team's still running back to their fountain. And you had Graves bottom. You knew that.
Somewhat of a blown opportunity.
Yeah. I call that a blown opportunity.
Even though you have a hit down, I mean, you're up.
I mean, you had.
You
had a Viger middle defending it, so it's a wasted opportunity. But who knows? I mean, they are still really far ahead. Still up by about 8 kills.
For Baron.
Plus Barons.
Malphite is out of position.
Cho'Gath is really fat at this point. He has a Thorn Mail. I don't know about Thorn Mail. Protects you against Caitlyn, but everybody else is AoE damage, I think. Or mostly AoE damage, yeah. Or AP damage, yeah. Magic. SPS spying that ward. Not very happy with it. Leona coming in. Get rid of it. Misses his Q. I don't know if that was he's gonna ult your through. Great stacking of ult.
Cassie gets picked up.
Oh, coming from behind. Sona, poor Sona getting picked on. But trying to escape here. Oh, delayed Sona ult. And Sona. Or delayed Fiddle ult, but Sona actually doing a really good job tying the Malphite right there. Great play. Viger's gonna have to run for his life. Caitlyn way too deep! Way too deep! Gets blown to pieces. I mean, if they really wanted, they could easily catch them off here. They can even dive this turret if they wanted to surround them.
They can finish the game right now.
They could.
They've got an 80.
If they push really hard mid, like Kodansha should be pushing mid. They should be pushing mid, and they have super creeps. They should be pushing mid right now. But I think they're too focused on these kills.
Oh no!
Definitely picks up Cassiopeia. Looks like they're going for this top turret. Graves being smart, going bottom.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Graves going to push bottom turret. Probably might actually pick up this base turret. But I mean, meanwhile, you can see the base turrets right here on the Nexus. I mean, the Nexus turrets. I mean, they could have had a Nexus turret, but I mean, killing 2 bot turrets and a top turret. Graves might pick up this hit, and Cho'Gath is killing this base turret. Malphite goes in for another all on Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks does not care.
We're gonna play a new drinking game. Anytime Jay pushes Malphite off, take a shot.
We're gonna be hammered and unable to cast the 3rd game, possibly. Actually, this doesn't look like it's gonna go to the 3rd game. It looks like Team Akali actually has this game well in hand. They're gonna see might pick up a 3rd turn. Tartar Kid really wants that. You gotta commit. You gotta commit to that in him. You knew there was no escape. It looks like they're gonna try to Baron as well. And Dragon. So it's not enough that they get the kills. And they get 3, 4 turrets and him. But now they can take Baron and Dragon. That's how you get back in the game. I'm sorry, that's how you get back in the game. Down about 10 kills. Let's get like 4 turrets and then him and Baron Dragon. That's pretty good.
You know another way to get back in the game.
What?
Just win.
Just win? Yeah. That's probably up there. But right now, I mean, you're looking at it and they're definitely doing pretty good. They definitely have the Baron, they have AoE. I mean, they can really just force down these other 2 inhibitors. Force the team fight, there's no reason they should lose that. And at that point, I mean, you just kill the inhibitor, you kill the Nexus turrets and call it a day. Be interested to see what they do to gather up here and muster their forces to push and win this game. Because right now, everything actually is in Team Akali's favor. I mean, they're down the kills, but as far as the inhibitors and the map control and the Baron buff, I mean, it's all on Team Akali's side.
There's no way they can lose this game.
Anything's possible, that's for sure. But they shouldn't lose at this point in the game.
Tiger's AP. Oh.
I missed him. Viger with 192 CS, 270 for Caitlyn.
Oh, there he is. He's back on the screen.
445.
It's pretty good. He's got a Rabadons.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, he could one-shot Fiddles, maybe. Does Fiddles got, I don't know, Fiddle go for an Abyssal? He does.
Yeah. Ella taking this, a lot of spell fam. Get a Hexing Roller in one of the Ancients.
I'm actually more of a fan of rushing Sonya's Hourglass.
Hourglass, yes.
But sure. I do more of a jungle Fiddles, where, I go for a fast, I go for a level 5 dragon.
So, I mean, really, they're kind of squandering their advantage here. Team Akali should be grouping up and just pushing down these hits. There's no reason to be lollygagging. They're waiting for something instead of being active. And Graves actually going back and buying them.
Here's a shot.
I mean, that's not what you want. I mean, you have to use the buff. You have. I don't know if they feel like they're still behind the kills. I mean, that's probably what it is. But I mean, in all intents and purposes, you have the best teamfight team. You should just go and win right now. I mean, there's no reason you should be sitting back.
Sona and Cho'Gath have been ages.
Baron, 3/4 of the way done. So now they're going to start their push. And this is what they need to do. They just need to keep pushing mid.
But this is not uncommon. A lot of times, part of League of Legends, there's an early game, there's a mid game, there's a late game, and then there's the knowing when to win part of the game.
Yeah.
And how many times have you been in the game where the game was over in 20 minutes, the game was over in 30 minutes, whether you won or lost? So it could be this, they're just not unsure. I think come in and win. They just don't know how far ahead they are, or maybe they don't think they're far ahead.
Or they don't know that they have the advantage as much as they do, actually. And Team Mundo's actually doing a really good job of staying spread out, and they have their Banshee's Veil, so they will be able to dodge some of this. Caitlin's setting up some good traps. They need to shift to top. I would shift to top at this point. Just ignore not have to deal with these traps. And I would not shift bottom with Baron. That's a mistake. And he's gonna solo ult in onto the Viger, and that's a mistake. I mean, you just save that ult for the team, and Viger, I don't think is a really enough priority target at this point. Sona wastes her ult now. Big fight up top here.
Oh.
Mundo diving way in, and they're gonna pick up Fiddlesticks. I mean, Caitlyn is very good to carry.
Graves goes down.
Graves is gonna go down.
Caitlyn just
definitely not with enough damage. Caitlyn, it does actually pick up Caitlyn though. Leona's really low. Cassiopeia's really low. They pick up that hit now. You did all the work for it. Just pick up that hit. Now this is the shift top. Or they're gonna shift bottom, either one. Leona coming back with HP, so now it's gonna actually scare him away. Top actually getting pushed by neutral creeps right now. Good defense by Team Mundo. But, I mean, there was no reason to split up. I mean, there's no reason to waste 2 ults, like, for Viger. Yeah. I mean, the second ult was, like, a potential, like, kill vault, but there's no one there to back it up. If the rest of the team had come down, then maybe you'd have something. But instead they got these 2 smaller skirmishes, and that's not what they need to do. They're a team fight team. They need to fight 5v5. And, I mean, they can easily bait it. I mean, just have Cho'Gath walk onto one of these freaking cupcakes and be like, oops, I stepped on a cupcake. I hope I don't get Leona, Malphite, everything ulted. Then when they do that, then you're like, okay, now we're going to Mumu, Sona, Fiddlesticks ult you, and we win.
I'm flabbergasted that this game is not ending.
I am actually really amazed this game is not over. After looking at their team in that situation, I would have thought the team of Akali would have just walked down and handled business, took care of business, but Baron buff is gone, so now it's actually going to probably come down to the next Baron buff, because it looks like they're already hesitant enough with Baron. I don't see them really pushing this super hard without Baron.
Funny story, if Caitlyn had not died in that team skirmish, after they killed Graves, she could have cleaned up.
Yeah.
And she could have ended the game. I think it's at a point where, you know, if they get any sort of
a team wipe?
Yeah, a team wipe, or if they can somehow just get Caitlyn to shoot down the turret.
Yeah. Graves, Kadasha doing his job. J-Bog misses another one.
Take a shot!
Sona ults back and catches one person.
Might as well take a shot for it too.
Yeah.
That was a Banshee mail.
Yeah. This is going to be Dragon, not a priority at this point in the game. Cho'Gath, good pickup, good silence.
Leona ult.
Defensive Leona ult.
It's kind of like a defensive nuke in StarCraft.
Yeah. Stay away from here, but they don't care, because they're like, I don't die in one hit.
Both teams blowing a lot for Dragon.
I think both teams are really just like, I think maybe a little bit nervous or hesitant at this point in the game. It's really late, and I just see all these ults just being thrown out like, oh my gosh, now's the time, now's the time, it's now the time, it's now the time, and then nothing, they bounce off of each other. Sona doing a good job of counter-warding right now.
Could be some latency issues.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
That's right, we do have teams playing with East Coasters, and...
Yeah, this is true, there's a lot of East Coasters. We have an East Coaster on our team. Shout out to Mochabyte.
Just some warning going down.
I'm just ready for Ish to go down. Because at this point, it's like, you know, it's kind of that point in the game where it's team. I mean, both teams. It could go either way, really. Honestly, if Team Akali stacks their ults correctly, they should win a team fight. If Team Mundo spreads out correctly, baits those ults, or catches Fiddlesticks or something like that, they should win. I mean, Kadasha already has his... I mean, he's going back to buy, but he already has like, his full build. Like, I don't know what he's gonna buy. He has his 356 creep stats.
Both teams, at least the tanks on the AP team, should utilize some sort of Guardian Angel, possibly.
Oh yeah, I mean, I actually go really early Guardian Angel on Cho'Gath, like stupid early, just to basically be like, just to basically remove hope from the other team. That's kind of what it's more about.
Well, Baron has spawned. Both teams moving towards Baron. And this play-by-play, it's kind of slow.
It's slowing down. Yeah, Cho'Gath needs to be leading the way. He's the big roadblock. He can go in there and take a bunch of damage, soak up hits. He's gonna eat a cupcake. Movement's gonna go in. He's gonna pop his all the mixes the tanks though. That's not what you want. A lot of damage coming in. Fiddlesticks actually gets caught by Leona's ult. That is actually really huge. But Leona's gonna go down. Bolt takes down, but all the carries are up for Team Mundo. And they're gonna go do Baron. And if they get this Baron, they should be able to push in the base and win.
That Leona ult was sick.
That Leona ult was actually saved their team from getting wiped even harder. A dying breath move. And they're gonna go back, and this is a mistake. I mean, you have 2 people down for almost 4. Okay, now they're. Please tell me you're gonna push. Because you have 5 people, a Baron, and the other 2 people down, so it's a 5v3, and you have Baron. You should pick up every inhib, or just end inhib, and be able to push down base turrets, Nexus turrets, actually. I mean, there's no way this should be stopped. Great boomerang, actually. They pick up Viger. Now it's down to a 5v3. Caitlyn almost dead. I mean, they should be able to put damage onto this turret right now, and they should be able to end this game.
Like Cho'Gath going for a top inhibitor.
Looks like Cho'Gath is. They're going to split up and take out all the inhibitors, kind of just being really cautious and safe here. Although they are kind of split up.
Still, 5v4.
So they're all going to team up and kill Cho'Gath, trying to get top inhib. And now they're all split up again.
Oh,
this is really bad. Everybody is back, and they're going to be pushed out. Triple kill for Caitlyn. Oh my gosh, are they going to push back? Are we going to see a counter push now? Graves better run for his life.
They're going to swing to the house.
Good flash to get away. Oh gosh, he has to live. But after all that game, I mean, really, they shouldn't have been going for the inhibitors. They should have been all grouped up, but they split up again. I mean, the strength of your team is the team fight. Stay together with, 5v2 with Baron and Caitlyn with like 1 bar of health.
Tips for teams that find themselves unable to complete games, win or lose. What I've found that works successfully is just have someone on your team coordinate. Whether it's the team captain, whether it's someone that has knowledge or experience, call the shots. Tell people to commit. Get people, to go.
Yeah.
You should know what your team is capable of doing, even during champion select. So when it gets to this point in the game, identify what advantages you have or don't have, and find ways to exploit that. At this point, you're an AoE team. Tell Cho'Gath to get in there. Tell Cho'Gath to commit. You guys should be all focused on one target.
Yeah.
Which is popping your ults.
Yeah.
At this point, if you can kill Caitlyn, you shouldn't lose.
Yeah, you really shouldn't. Caitlyn's pretty much all they have for really.
Cassie will do some damage. She does have some AoE, but she should get caught.
But Caitlyn is everything pretty much for their team at this point in the game. I mean, this is an extremely fed, fully item game right now. So they're going to get some process gear up again for another big push. Possibly. Team Mundo actually missing from the map, no vision on that. Except for a biker. Oh, looks like they're going to come out and defend now. Maybe they went and bought.
For you aspiring coordinators, whether or not you make the right call, that's not the issue. As long as you're making calls and your team is committing and following. A lot of this game is confidence and knowing when to play your opponents.